Guys, welcome. I'm Evelyn and today I have a Pat McGrath try on haul. I'm going to be trying a eyeshadow palette and a couple of lip products, so keep on watching and please like and subscribe. Okay, so before we get into the video, I'm going to be doing my perfume of the video, which is Paco Rabanne's Intense Olympia. I have strong memories of this as a child and finding it so nauseating, like being intrigued by the bottle and wanting to like it and then going and spritzing it in like Debenhams, but then walking out feeling all nauseous and just, I need to wash this off. But as I've gotten older, I'm like starting to appreciate it and I'm kind of understanding why it was so popular. But yeah, let's try the intense version. I can't remember exactly how this one smells, but I'm just gonna give it a spritz and tell you like the first things that come to my mind. Okay, I got like a sweet, powdery candy and vanilla, and it kind of makes me think of Girl of Now by Elisab. I feel like the intense version is probably more sweeter and less like that kind of salt water, that oceanic vibe that can make me feel nauseous. I think that's what it is. But yeah, right now I'm getting like a sexy kind of like dinner date type of, you know, scent profile, and it's not too overpowering, but it's kind of like an elegant sexiness, and that's what the bottle looks like. Right, so I'm hoping this is a good angle to show eyeshadow, but hopefully it's not too close. Should I push you back a bit maybe, but then you can see the mirror. Okay. Yeah, I think this should be fine, right? I'm like so short-sighted, so it's like even when I've got contacts on, I still love having the mirror like right here. But I see some people recording and their like mirrors are so far back. I'm like, wow, like you guys must have superhuman vision or something. But yeah, I'm also like really detail oriented, so maybe that's why I want it like right up here. So from the goodies, I'm gonna pick out obviously the eyeshadow first. Packaging is like this. I love Pat McGrath's packaging. It's like, it's kind of like a dark, sexy vibe about it, the whole brand. It's still kind of cutesy, like with the hearts on the lipsticks and stuff. And these mini ones are plastic covering, so they're quite good for travel. It's a bit like modernized and unique to have that, I guess. And then these are the colors. There's I think about 3 kinds or 2, but I was attracted to like these deep, you know, kind of emeraldy, like regal colors. These are the names over here. I'm not sure what order they're in, but at the back there is a color called Lapis Luxury, Gold Standard, Crimson Fire, Blue Blood, and Synthetica, yeah. So I like the names as well. They're so unique and kind of mythical, and like they remind me of like mythology characters and stuff. It's like how it includes like fantasy worlds. This palette is quite light and it's like really convenient to take with you. So if they had matte shades in this as well, I think this is good for like an overnight bag, or you know, if you're going on holiday or whatever, or you need to travel and you're away from home. It's quite, you know, and it won't break as easy. I think like there's no mirror in it, so less chance of an accident like that. Because of my like top being kind of this rusty brick red type of colour, and it's got like a sheen, it reminded me of like Pat McGrath's aesthetic. Thinking maybe what would go with it is this one, Crimson Fire. So I have no idea how I'm gonna apply it and what like eyeshadow style but let's just go with the flow and see and hope for the best. So yeah, I'm just gonna put like a layer of like a base layer, sort of matte like this. Put in these 2, like I think they're called money pieces, and it's kind of making me want to do it in like real life. Like I want to get, you know, just 2 pieces dyed but and then I curled them as well, and I'm hoping they match the rest of my hair. It's so crazy how like a tiny piece of colour, I don't know, it just makes me feel like revamped, rejuvenated. So yeah, it's crazy how like fashion, colour, beauty can just change your mood and your whole look, and I don't know, it just it reminds me to do self-care more, and you know, go back to like younger years of like being experimental and and like paying attention to yourself and giving yourself that self-care, self-love. It doesn't have to mean that you're superficial, it's just, you know, you like to play around and experiment with your look. So yeah, in the crease I'm going to blend in brown so that it has some naturalness to it, and then I'll go in with that pop of colour. I'm still kind of not sure whether to go with crimson red or like that purpley deep, like I feel like that's such a regal nice purple with my top, because I don't want it to be all too samey, and that's literally the colour of my top. So I think I'm just gonna let my hands do the deciding, like once I get to that point. Mixing this one and this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it up here. Ugh, don't you just hate when you apply press-on nails and then they keep catching on to fabric? Like, it's so irritating. But yeah, when I'm excited about something, I feel like I can't contain myself, or like, I don't know, it's almost like being kid-like. And if you have like ADHD or anything similar to that, it's like, I don't know, it's just like being a kid and Christmas is approaching and you're like in anticipation mode. So, but yeah, like makeup videos are also like Chatty Get Ready With Me. So I was just gonna bring up that so my love for I think it was in end of 2022 or like 2020 beginning 2023, I discovered like comedians have podcasts, and oh my god, it's just been like a world, is it called a world of revelation or a revelation of a new world? I don't know, but just something that while I'm doing my makeup I can listen to and, you know, like laugh my head off at the same time. But, I was hoping for, and I was like so like annoyed that the American ones I like, I think they don't usually like tour in the UK. Then a couple of months ago I discovered one of the podcasters, Theo Von, is going to be coming to London, as well as I think other places around the UK. So I was like, oh wow, like what a coincidence. And the crazy thing is, like I've never made a vision board before, but I did one this year, and I got my little sister to make one as well, for herself. And that was one of the things. So like my favourites, it's like a tie between the three. So it's Sebastian Maniscalco, Bobby Lee and Theo Von. It's like, oh wow, like this vision board stuff, maybe it's probably just like a regular coincidence, but it was just like a pleasant surprise that one of them did actually come to the UK. And yeah, we're going to be seeing him on Saturday, so it's going to be like June 15th. So by the time this video's up, I've already gone and seen it, but right now I'm in the excitement mode. So yeah, that's what I meant by I can't contain when I'm excited about something. I'm hoping like next Bobby Lee will come, or like the group of them, I don't know, like I think they travel together or something. That would be so much fun. Usually for leisure it'll be like restaurants and going out, trying new foods and stuff. That's like what I take pleasure in. Mostly people go to bars, clubs for, you know, entertainment, and I think I'm just kind of, you know, wanting to like try different things and stuff. So I'm glad that one of the American ones are coming over. Hopefully that'll be like a continuous thing, and like I'll actually be aware now to look out for them. Maybe that was the reason. Like I never knew that comedians podcasted this much. It's like a whole genre. So I think they're really good because, like, again, laughter is so healing, and whether you're going through something or I don't know, you just want, like back in the day would listen to radio, like talk radio and stuff. So it's nice that podcasts don't have to always be the serious types. That's what I kind of started to get bored of. But that like there's podcasts that aren't just around relationships and all of that like drama stuff that's on social media like for the last couple of years, and like a war against men and women, and I find that kind of a bit, I don't know, depressing and stuff, and it gives you that kind of a faux sense of like rage. You go out with like a negative mindset towards like say the opposite sex and stuff. So yeah, I'm just saying that it's like a good thing. Like there's cooking genres, obviously, beauty, makeup, fragrance, like communities on I don't know, online, social media and YouTube. So I am glad to have found the comedy like section of the internet. And before this, like I've always loved, like laughing is like my main thing, like not my main thing, but if someone's funny then I'm instantly drawn to them, and humor has always been a big thing for me. Like laughing like laughing and making people laugh, I guess. I don't know. I just think like humor is such an important part of life, I think, and people like maybe underestimate like how like such a good belly laugh will just literally change, I don't know, your chemistry, or like what's it called when they say like your nervous system relaxes and you just feel so much more alive and better. Humor's just like so universal, and we always want something to make us laugh and stuff, so yeah. So I think I'm gonna go with this shade, my ring finger in it, and that's what it looks like, you know? It's just like pow, you know? Yeah, so it's like already so visible, and like there's no guessing what colour it is like as soon as you put it in. It's got really good colour payoff, like I like that, you know? There's no messing around with Pat McGrath products. I haven't tried it before, but what I've seen online, so I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. But wait, before I do that, I think I'm gonna try and put shimmery white just at the inner corner. But yeah, so what is like your favourite, I don't know, thing that takes your mind off things, or you just have playing in the background? Like I do have beauty videos and like fashion lifestyle stuff, like vlogs. I've always been into watching like other podcasts, like it's usually like psychology things, or like, you know, stuff that's good for your soul, your mind, your like, you know, like mental health stuff. Like psychology I've always really been interested in, so those. But I don't know, they sometimes it's too serious and you just want to listen to people just literally like they talk about the most random, like silly kind of let me not say the word retarded, but like just the most like silly stuff, like boyish stuff, but it's funny, and I think it's good to just, you know, have something light-hearted to kind of remind you that life isn't that serious and stuff like that, or not to take it too serious in every area. Obviously take your life serious, but you know what I mean. It's funny how like also it includes like the stories and the jokes, like they include trauma but like done in a funny way, so it's kind of owning your trauma, or like, you know, kind of reframing it. So yeah, I like that. I think it's a very powerful thing, like comedy. Okay, so I'm gonna now do the purple. I have to see a speech therapist about my voice, because my god, like it just feels all over the place. Because I had a tonsillectomy in 2019, which was quite late in my life anyway. I think it's just, I don't know, I've learnt to talk in a different way, or like my vocal cords aren't as strong as they used to be. Like it's so weird. Like I've always been quiet, the shy type, but now it's almost like I don't have a choice. It's like my voice has a timer where like after 15 minutes it'll be like time out. But yeah, if you're considering a tonsillectomy, I'd say like, I don't know, not be prepared, but if you find that your vocal cords are getting drier, or it's almost like when a boy is gonna hit puberty. Let me put this on first and then I'll carry on. Okay, so going in with that purple, just gonna use my finger to do that. So pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but wow, these are gorgeous. It makes me want to get her full size eyeshadow palettes. Like, you know when you try something, or like a perfume or whatever, and then as soon as if it's like a sample, and like as soon as you smell it and you're like, oh my god, yes, I need this in the lotion, in the shower gel, in the, what, you know, all variations that it comes in. But yeah, this is like so gorgeous. I think I'm gonna try it on my pinky, because then that finger is smaller, right? Yeah, I was saying about my voice, like it's like when a boy is hitting puberty, and then, you know, sometimes they speak and then by accident their voice just cracks and it goes high for a second. I feel like that is what is happening. I'm gonna be seeing a speech therapist, so hopefully that helps. But it's just crazy how it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, feels like a loss of control on the voice box, and it like weirds me out a bit. But yeah, just be prepared, like if you notice any slight changes, see a speech therapist like as soon as possible. But yeah, But like they say, like the vocal cords are like a muscle, right? So like muscles, you need to train them to make them strong. So maybe that's just what I need, like exercises to re-strengthen it. Because it's been a while, and it almost feels like certain times if I talk long enough, like it's usually around 15 minutes, I think. That's like my limit. It feels like it's like gonna bleed or something. It's almost like your vein is about to pop, or it has, and there's like bleeding happening. But every time I check my throat, it's not bleeding, but it just feels like it, and you literally cannot say one word after that for a little while, and then you can restart it. It's like it needs like a reboot almost, and I didn't expect that. Maybe I'll add like a little bit of the brown and just like intensify it on the corner to kind of go around the purple, you know, like make it like a cohesive thing. not just like a dollop of shimmer at the center. Oh, it's so pretty though. It's just something so stunning about, I don't know, it's kind of like 2 swipes and it just gives you stunning just strobe of, it reminds me of like galaxies and that kind of vibe, like astronomy and stuff like that, I mean. So yeah, if you're into comedy as well, or I don't know, podcasts that aren't too like drama filled and stuff, like I don't want depressing things. Like all the ones I see like about it's like the same repeated videos of, which is like they are very necessary, I get it, especially like for younger girls, I would say, even like younger guys too, just to know like what the dating world is like and stuff. Like they, you know, give you warnings and stuff. They are good for like if you're a young girl and you know you want to like avoid like certain pitfalls and stuff, or like get to know like guys' games and stuff that they may play, or certain type of guys, or guys in general. Let me just say that might sound pessimistic, but yeah, like it helps with that. But like after you've heard like, I swear, 1 or 2 like stories and videos, it's kind of the repeated thing, and all it does is just it enrages you, and then you kind of never want to ever talk to the opposite sex ever again. And you're like, I don't know, it's almost like, what's that word, I think transference, where you're mad at this person's story that you've heard, and then the next male you come across, you might take it out on them, and like maybe subconsciously and stuff. And I'm not saying that like it's not deserved. I sound bitter, but like I don't know, I just don't want to be bitter, if you get what I mean. So I think if you don't put it in your head too much and you don't watch those videos or let them come on your like timeline, like it's better because it protects your mindset, I think. At the same time, it's very necessary too, because you can't go out there being naive, and like people who use like dating apps, like I would never suggest that. I know like it works and like there's so many success stories, but I've never used it. I just could never trust a dating app. Even though I did meet my ex on Instagram, but I feel like that's different. It was more like a social thing, and like you don't go on Instagram, I don't know about nowadays, but like I don't use Instagram like a dating thing, and it kind of happened naturally, I would say. So I like that kind of vibe, you know. Like there's a movie called Serendipity, and I think it was from I don't know, like early 2010s or something, or even earlier, 2006 or whatever. And like that story is basically like, if it's meant to be, which might be a passive way of thinking of it, this is going to be a spoiler, but she there's a book, and then she writes in it, I think, her name and number, whatever, and then the book is, and then she returns the book to the bookstore, I don't know, on the street. I'm not that great at like working memory, like remembering it right away, but I know the general idea, and when I watch it, it will come back to me. But it's one of my favourite movies, and like she puts the book back, and then I don't know, years later they're both about to marry someone else. It kind of sounds irresponsible though now that I'm saying it, but it's like he wanted to just kind of date her now, but she was like, if if it's meant to be, then we're gonna meet again. Like, and I guess it was like by finding the book he would be able to contact her. And like years later they're both about to get married, and then somehow I think he spends years and years looking for that book. Every like bookshop he crosses, he looks for the book, and obviously it's a movie, so he ends up finding the book. I think it's like the day before or the week before his wedding, and then he goes about trying to find her and stuff, and then he finds her. And I can't remember if they end up, I think they do end up happily together, you know, the typical love stories type of stuff, but typical like fairy tale, like the guy gets the girl and all that kind of that storyline. But I just like the element of like, if it's meant to be, then yeah, it will be, and you'll be drawn to each other, and like it will feel calm and not confusing and all of those things. But if you're like literally on a, I don't know, I can't really judge other people that do it, but I think like my trust issues wouldn't allow me to do that. The people that go on those apps, or the men that go on those apps, obviously they're looking for, you know, that thing. And also like they may not be the most healthiest, like mental health wise. Like it might just be like a crutch for them, or somewhere to go to get comfort and stuff like that from a like feminine energy, I think, if they're straight. So I don't know, I don't think it's the best place to find someone, but at the same time there are people who have met their partner on those apps and they're fine and they're happy and they have kids and all this and that. But I just never found it romantic. I don't know, I still like hold out for that. So which might be a passive thing, but I don't know, I just like, you know, when something doesn't feel right in your spirit, like why go forward with it? Like, and not everything is for you, like, you know, some things work for some and not for others, so I think that's fine. And yeah, basically I was just saying, like, those videos are just like so draining, and I don't know, like the content creators that make it, like I don't know, God bless them, because I don't know how they can do it. And I guess obviously it makes them money, right, and it gets them views, so yeah. But to just only focus on the negative of a person or a situation is just, it's very like, I don't know, it's hard on the spirit, I think. So that's why I've just been trying to stay away from those, and like just make sure that, you know, when it gives you like Xing it, when it says do not show me or whatever, I do that of those videos. And but sometimes I do watch them and then I get rageful right at the end. I'm like, why did you do that? You know, you knew what was going to happen. But yeah, if you just want to get away from those negative things of like society and stuff, I'd say like comedy could be a good way. But at the same time, they also have like their own little world where they create drama with each other, like one podcast against another and one comedian against another. But it's kind of like at the end of the day, it's not that serious. It's still like a frivolous kind of drama, so I don't mind it. But yeah, I'm not like the greatest, you know, detailed eyeshadow, I don't know, eyeshadow putter eyeshadow applier, so maybe I'll just leave this and then go to the lipstick. But wait, before I do that, let me put on my eyeliner. If you are gonna go on those dating sites, I'd say just, I don't know, just be careful and like, just, you know, don't be naive and all that. Because the horror stories you hear are just, ew. But like, it's just never been my thing. I've never been interested in it. You would never find me on it. Which sounds a bit like snobbish or like, oh, I would never, but I don't know, it's just, I find it scary too. So there's nothing like as true and authentic as like just seeing what someone is like in person, you know, like how they talk, and like just energy gives you so, like you literally download, I feel like, information from someone's like physical presence and like their energy, whether it's like micro expressions or just like the tone or whatever, like, or like the delay, and like you ask them a question and like a tiny few second delay, which can sound paranoid, but it gives us information. And the last videos I saw was like with women saying delete those apps, and I kind of agree, but I don't know, at the same time you don't want to be passive and let your life pass by and not put in effort, because we all put in effort into like our work and like say getting fit, going to the gym, working out, but why not in, I don't know, finding or doing something to put yourself in a position to like find, I don't know, someone to do like life with and spend your life with and stuff, which isn't a bad thing, like it's a natural human thing. And I don't know why people just make others feel like they're weak, or I don't know, like they're strange to wanna be in love. Like it's one of like the most like, I don't know, it's one of like the most magical things, I would say. And like it can be like intoxicating, and like literally you're walking on air, like, you know, in the first, especially like in the first like phases of love. Maybe people who have found like true love will tell you that it's not meant to be like that, like intoxicating and full of chemistry, and that it's actually a calm, peaceful thing. So I think that's what I'm actually like going towards now. Like I don't trust the ones where it is full of chemistry and like attraction and just passion and fire. Like I feel like that's actually maybe a red flag actually, and that's like our nervous system telling us like, pay attention. This could be similar to, I don't know, like your childhood home life and stuff, like what you learn in therapy, like how romantic relationships are like directly linked, or like a reflection of the relationship model that was set to you from your you know, your caregivers when you were little, and how you learn what love is or what it means, or how you receive it, give it, all that stuff. So I don't know, I just, oops, let's get rid of that. Everyone just I think we all just think we're kind of starting to think that it's kind of dangerous to be like, yeah, I know this is how it is and that's how these things go, and it's better to just like take things like on an individual basis and stuff like that. We don't really know, we're all just speculating, I think, and I think it's okay to be like, I just know that I don't know, and that's how I feel. I know that I don't know. But if ever I feel like I do know, then obviously I would share it, if anyone cared. But yeah, I literally kept it so simple. I feel like, I don't know, is it a bit of a letdown the way I've done it? Maybe I should add more. I'm just gonna actually elongate the the brown liner. I may add lashes, I'm not sure yet though, just to go with like the dramatic purple vibe. I'm just like rambling because obviously I want it to be like a chatty get ready with me and not just about the makeup, and these are just things that, you know, I've come across recently, so just putting my thoughts out there. On a different topic, I didn't know that John Mayer released an album like 2 years ago. I kind of had a big break from music, I think, since 2022, so I did have a breakup, so I tried to stay away from like anything triggering or anything romantic or love related or anything that could just, you know, like bring you into like because I got closer to like my faith and like Christianity. Like I'm Orthodox Christian, and it says stuff like in Christianity that I never heard before until I really researched it and got into it and stuff, and even spoke to my grandma about it because I'm half Ethiopian and half French, so I know the Ethiopian side of the family, and just like stuff about like idolizing like relationships or your romantic partner and over God. I understand like we don't all have the same like beliefs and faiths, and that's fine. You define your higher power, or like before I was open to like universal, what's it called again? Like the universe being like the higher power, but now I've been like on a faith journey. That sounds a bit corny. But like yeah, I discovered like stuff in Christianity where it mentions like lust and like things like the content we consume, and like say songs, like all songs are written about like romantic love, and like nowadays they're just literally like, I feel like they're kind of barbaric and like just about straight sexual, like over sexualized stuff that I don't know, like there's a time and a space for it, I guess, depending on your, you know, the type of person you are, the lifestyle, but some of it is just like vulgar, and it's like, I don't know, it becomes a bit tacky, like, oh look at how wild and how outlandish or outrageous I can be by the lyrics that I use and whatever, but I feel like the tastefulness is kind of gone, or it's not with every artist obviously, so it depends what you expose yourself to, right? Yeah, that's why I stayed away from songs I meant since 2022, but now I'm kind of going back to like my old favourites, like John Mayer, and I think he had an album, or I don't know, it's less than an album, I think. It's not that many songs, I mean, but there's a few on there that I like, so yeah, I would like for him to, I missed the opportunity to go to see him, I think it was in 2014 or something when he was in the UK, but now that I'm going to like my first official comedy show, maybe I'll be like in a routine of going to see other things like concerts and stuff, so I'm hoping he'll come. I can't believe that Michael Jackson died and Prince died before I got to see them live. I feel like that would have been like so the energy would have been so like, I don't know, immense. I feel like certain artists have such presence, and that would have been like amazing to experience in person. But yeah, I have seen Beyonce though. That was like ages ago. I think it was 2012 when like Single Ladies and those songs were popular. I feel like my voice is getting just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like creaky kind of. It might be this. It might be this turtleneck thing, like constraining my throat. So yeah, I was just saying, like if you're in a vulnerable position, or you know, feeling like fragile, like just, you know, be mindful of what you listen to and stuff. And like say if it is like a breakup, you don't want that horrible sad feeling to last forever, so like yeah, you should feel your feelings and everything and process it and cry it out and get it out and release it, but at the same time you don't want to like just drown in it and dwell in it. And that's what I used to do like in my teenage years, so yeah, that's why I stayed away from it, and I guess it kind of helped, but it also sort of delayed processing. I guess I just wasn't ready to, I don't know, feel it then, so I'm glad that I can do it now without, you know, turning into like a crying wreck or whatever, so yeah. I just mentioned like in my therapy session, like I think on, what was it? On Monday, that I was listening to that song from John Mayer, like, you know, I think it's Stop This Train, and it's like the lyrics, like his lyrics are so, I think, poignant, and like they really stick, you know, in your soul and your memory. And his thing of like saying, I'm so scared of getting older, I'm only good at being young, like isn't that so true for like, not everyone, but a lot of us, like maybe some people don't want to admit it, but like I think it's so like, it's so simple, but he just gets to the heart of it. And I think he even has a song that's called The Heart of It or something similar. But yeah, I think he's a great lyricist, and I really appreciate like lyrics. Like, it has to be a combination of both the lyrics and the musical, like the musicality for me to like a song. And another one that I really like right now, like I ignored it for a while, but I like the Mooney Long, I think that's her name, and she done a feature with Mariah Carey for the song Made For Me. I really like them two together on that. I ignored it for a while, and I think I know because it was too mushy, too lovey-dovey. I didn't want anything to do with that when it came out. I think, I don't know how long ago, but now I've gotten, you know, I like it, so I'm gonna play it to death until I stop getting, until it stops like having the same effect, and then I'll move on to a new song. For the bottom lashes, I'm just gonna apply the same brown that I used on the corners and then just put them quite low. Oop. Yeah, I think it's like a nice versatile, like I give you a good bunch of colours in the palette. You get how many? 4, 5 of them. Alright, now I'm getting like anxious to get to the glosses because lip products are my favourite over all types of makeup, I think, and then it's bronzer and then the rest of the stuff. What I feel like is if I'm on camera, it's almost like a extra pressure. So I can't really, I don't know, I don't concentrate as much and then come out with, it sounds like excuses, right? But like I don't come out with as creative looks, and I try to keep it really simple so that there isn't, you know, I hate redoing things, and I guess that's like a laziness part, but also trying to be, what's that word, like efficient. I try and keep it really simple, but really I should just relax and just allow, you know, creativity to flow. Take my time and do it, but it's almost like I feel a pressure to do it really quickly and do it really simply, just to show what the texture is like, what the actual formula is like. I'm thinking I do need lashes because that purple is such a dominant colour that I think it needs something to, you know, like balance it. But let me see, maybe the bottom mascara will be the answer. I'm going to add a bit of nude on the waterline first. I don't like my eyes to look closed in, like some people look really good with black liner or like a dark liner on the inside on the waterline, but I'm just not used to that. I feel like nude and like giving it a more opened look looks better for me, even though I really want to try like a maroon kind of colour. I think Urban Decay does it on their waterline, and I actually did get a Sephora brown sheeny kind of colour like eye pencil, so but I'll give it a go soon in another video, so watch for that. Like when I actually remember to remind you, whoever you are on the other end, to, you know, return and come back and watch some more videos. So yeah, I would appreciate it greatly. Okay, so we've gone like for a brown, you know, smoky kind of a look with a pop of just a sultry, regal, kind of royal looking deep purple. This is dried out, but I just love this Essence green one mascara. It's like so effortless, I feel like. But this is a Pat McGrath video, so let me stick to that. Okay. Oh wait, I have something to this type of stuff. It should like allow me to look close without covering everything up. I feel like when I've put on like extra weight, I can't stand like the arm. I don't mean to body shame myself, but like the arms is where I see it like the most, and it just makes me want to, you know, pump the dumbbells like before putting on like a short sleeve top or whatever. But I just need to get more consistent with the gym, and then, you know, I can go back to like I don't know, for about 6 months in 2019 I had the arms I wanted, but then obviously, you know, I slipped out of the routine, and then the chubby arms came back. But it's fine, we're fine being ourselves, so yeah. I'm just glad that I know that I can go back to it, because I achieved it once, so I can redo it. Like when I was like little, obviously I didn't realise it was almost like I looked quite, I don't know, not underweight, but just, I think I've always just been a medium person. Like I think it runs in our family. Okay, the purple has like, I've spread it, and I hope it's not, oh it's fine, I'm just gonna pretend it's part of the look, you know, extra sparkles and that. I think I've just always been like medium to chubby in certain areas, but like some people's faces, because it's longer and like slimmer, it can be deceptive, so I guess like I kind of have that. But yeah, I've always just like liked like a kind of a feminine sort of slender, like toned arms and smaller boobs, and that's what happens when I lose weight. And so yeah, I'm trying to get myself there. But in 2019 it was like I used to go like I think 4 to 5 days a week. You know, certain people have like addictive I don't know, natures and stuff, so an addictive nature, so I was going like 5 days a week, so I guess that's why I lost it really quick and toned up within like 4 months, and then I maintained it for another, I think I'd say it was like from June till like October, November, and then I don't know, I guess I got into a relationship and stuff, and my focus shifted, and then yeah, stuff happened. But yeah, but that's something like I think especially women should, not just women to be honest, even men should keep up with their self, like the stuff that they do for themselves, like, you know, like working out is so good for your mental as well as like physical. So when you get in a relationship, I think it's actually a really serious thing to just let go of, like, say hobbies and stuff like that you did before when you get into a relationship. Like, it's majorly important to like upkeep it, I think, like almost like force yourself to do it, like when you go to work, maybe you need to set an alarm, or to, I don't know where you go, like school, college, whatever it is, uni, almost do that so that you keep up with your routine, and then like the dynamics also won't get ruined, I feel like, because I guess like when you meet someone, say they look like something or they're doing something, but then after a little while stuff that attracted you has kind of like shifted, or it started to drop off, which is natural, it's going to happen in life, like nothing stays the same, and you know there's going to be different dynamics in a relationship, but it's actually really important to like be principled about those things, and also allow your whoever you're with to do that as well, and the space to do that. I think that's just, I don't know, I guess a lesson that I've learned. But I hate those people that are like, oh, you don't have it, so then who are you to say it, or who are you to give advice? And it's like, yeah, none of us know everything at one time, like we just live and learn. So, and it's just like stating an opinion, or it's okay to like say what our experiences have been, and it may help someone else, or just saying it as a way of processing. I think it's okay. The last 2 times I've gotten, when I've filmed a video, I've gotten like the glue that I use to stick on the press-on nails in my hair. Like last time I had to cut it out, and then earlier I got a little bit on like this side. I was about to go crazy, like not again. I'm not cutting out another chunk. Okay. Does it look like a mishmash? Right, so this is what the purple looks like on my lids. Right, so I'm going to move on to lip products. I'm going to try the lipstick in 1995 first. Like cute packaging, got like a purple tint, and it's got like the gold plated, you know, logo, Pat McGrath logo. From what I've seen, like pictures and videos, it kind of looks like a satiny finish, but we'll see, maybe it's like a kind of a sheen to matte formula or something. Right, I've been really excited to try this shade, the Matte Trance lipstick. It says Rouge à Lèvres. Okay, so this is the lipstick. I really like the packaging, such a cute, like black, shiny, bullet looking thing. It's got the shade name at the bottom, and I really like this. I don't know what it's called, like the heart component of the tube. It's like a nice weighted packaging. It's nice, it's like old classic gold and black. Ooh. It's like a really lovely nude, a warmish yet kind of cool tone vibe about it as well. I hope it's like a My Lips but Better type of nude, but we'll see. And don't you just love the look of new untouched lipstick? These are the type of like packaging designs that I like to keep on display, you know? Yeah, like even though it's kind of grungy and like, I don't know, like her brand gives me like a powerful kind of strong, I don't know, not women, but just like a strong kind of a vibe. It's still nice to have like the touch of like girliness and cutesiness with like the little heart thingy on the tube. So should I zoom you in first? Let me do the bottom lip and then I'll zoom in. Got that kind of like cream to powder like feeling about it. It looks quite peachy pink. The smell? I'm not really smelling anything yet. Okay, and now I'm gonna go on the top of it. It's nice. It has like a really nice like lightweight feeling. Maybe because it's a matte, it's almost like I don't need a lip liner. It defines the look quite easily. I'm just getting effortless like shape. It's odd a bit. I mean, in a good way. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the first layer. It kind of reminds me of like a rosy kind of English rose type of tone. Yeah, it feels really nice on the lips. It's got like that light powder matte feeling to it. It is actually matte. I was thinking that it would be more satin. I don't know though if it looks satin, but it feels like a powdery matte. It's very lightweight, and I like the colour. I feel like it's quite a universal shade. Like maybe if you're deeper toned with lip liner, and even for me with a lip liner I think it would look a bit better, but even without, it's like giving me such definition, which is, I don't know, I find that quite surprising. I'm going to try overline a little bit and dab it in bit by bit. I don't want it to look too like, you know, like that overdone look. It is more on the like baby pink cool toned nude, which now that I look at the actual packaging again, yeah, it's actually true to colour, but I imagined it to be more of like an orangey like leaning nude. I don't know why, but this is still pretty though. It's not like the ones that I wear on a daily, but it's still such a nice like muted rosy pink nude. But what I really like is like it has like this kind of plumping look that it gives you, and the formula feels lightweight. I think that's like the best parts of the lipstick. Let me move back and show you. It reminds me a little bit of the NYX matte. I don't know if it's a suede matte collection of lipsticks, like the bullet ones like this. It reminds me of that. I used to have one in whipped something. But yeah, it reminds me of that colour and that formula, but this one just feels much more lightweight. And it just like, I love like the way it's giving me an option. Like I don't need lip liner if I don't want it. Like look how it's shaped the Cupid's bow, you know, with like very little effort on the first wipe. So I like it for that. The formula is like barely, like I'm barely wearing anything. That's how it feels. I like that like you can build it up as well, and maybe even sheer it out to where it looks almost like a lip tint instead of a lipstick. Let me try applying it like how I normally wouldn't, but just to show you. So like I'm putting on like a thicker layer. Yeah, it still feels creamy, just a bit more emollient now. I don't know, it gives like a Barbie doll kind of pinky nude to me. I think I'd prefer it a bit sheared out though, like maybe just one layer. I really like the weighted packaging and the formula. You can't really fault it. It's like, you know, it feels good on the lips. And the colour too, it's like a pretty colour. I think I could like make it more my kind of tone, like the orangey brownie brick tone, by adding lip liner. But yeah, this is what 1995 looks like on me. Alright, I'm going to remove 1995. Next we are moving on to these lip glosses. Picked up the shade Bronze Venus and Bronze Divinity. It says Pat McGrath Labs Lust Gloss, blah blah blah. The French part is there as well. Again, kind of the similar packaging as the lipstick. The gold and the black labelling of the shades. But I like the way the packaging is made. It kind of just slides like a simple, you know? opening to it. I have opened these already, so I have some idea of what they look like. And the first one is Bronze Divinity. So I've been like on a sheeny, kind of glittery, you know, like shimmery gloss kick for a while, the last couple of months, and I saw these and I was like, oh my god, I need to try. This one's a more beigey toned gloss. It has some pinks in it. Sparkles I think are like all different tones, like pink, silver, green, gold. I'm gonna get Bronze Divinity opened. So yeah, like the name, it's like more bronzy, but it still has like some like nudie pinkiness to it as well. These ones smell so good. I could literally like lick it, or it makes you want to taste it, to be honest. It's like cake batter, vanilla, like, you know, that typical makeup lip product scent. That's just so delicious. On my bare lips. Like, do you see the sheeniness already? The main thing with these is like not really like the colour payoff, but the like the shimmery, glossy, just juicy lip vibe, you know? That's the strength of this lip product. In the light you can just see it's like that effortless, glossy glitter lip. They feel really like so like balmy. It's like really moisturising. Though like I said, I'm obsessed with like glittery things, and like, you know, the more shimmers the better for me, and I would like it. I feel like if you have smaller lips, glosses that have a bit of pigment but also the shimmeriness like look the best, and they have more of like a plumping effect and stuff, and that's what I would have liked for this to have. But it's still just so like, it's still so pretty, and like if you're someone who likes like using glosses as a topper, I think it's like perfect for that. It smells really, really good. They do make your lips feel like voluptuous, juicy. I would just like it to be more of the shimmer, like more, because like this one in the bottle, like I can see it's more like a beigey, goldeny, like more warm, kind of yet cool toned, silvery, bronzy gloss. So I would have just liked it to come out on my lips more like what it's showing in the tube. So I feel like when I put it on, it becomes more of a sheer kind of clear gloss, but it's still so pretty. It's like very subtle, but it's like really pretty. It's not very subtle, but I just wanted it to be more like in your face, like how the shimmers in the eyeshadow, like they're very, you know, they're so like pigmented. There's no like wondering where are the shimmers and the glitters, and that's what I wanted in the lip. Like the texture, the formula of them makes up for it, I think. And again, if like most people like glosses as a topper, I don't use it like that. I prefer to just use it like on their own, like sometimes without lip liner, and it have enough colour and like glitters to kind of, you know, stand out and still give my lips definition. Maybe, yeah, I'm being a bit picky, but like I just wanted it to look how it looks in the tube. Like such a stunning, just beautiful kind of beigey, nudie, like glitter lip gloss. I wanted it to come out like that on my lips, but it might be like my lips are too pink or whatever shade they are, that's why it's not coming out like that. That's how I feel about it so far. I do like it though. It gives that kind of enough of a wet look, but not like too watery and like, you know, not like a thin formula, and it's not too thick and goopy. It feels good on the lips. But for me, it's all about the colour and like the shimmeriness. It's not so much about the formula. Like even if it's drying or whatever the formula, I'd wear it as long as it gives me the colour that I want. And the glitters. I know that Kathleen likes, I think the lip liner is her favourite, like from Pat McGrath, and that I do want to try, and also the blushes, and also the other, everything really, but the lip liners and the blushes, I'm curious about those. So yeah, again, the packaging of this, I like how unique it is. You just slip it off, and yeah, it's right there. And this one is called Bronze Venus, I think. Yeah, this one's a more like deeper toned, slightly mauvey pink shimmer gloss. It's got the logo at the top. I do like her packaging. It's all like nicely weighted and it feels luxurious. It feels good. It's like pleasing to handle these tubes. So this is Bronze Venus. I just noticed that I haven't applied a blush, so I'm just gonna put like an orangey one, and maybe that will like make the whole look come together. Okay, so back to Bronze Venus. I looks like this. This one looks like it's got more of, you know, colour to it, and it'll show up more, I think, on my skin tone. So yeah, so you're getting more of the like the deeper pink, which I think it shows up on the colour of my lips more. I can't get over like how smoothing the formula is though. It feels like moisturising your lips. Almost like putting a lip mask on your lips. You know, like those lip products that you don't mind just reapplying even though you don't really need it. This is one of those like formulas. That's the side with nothing on it, and then the gloss is on like around here. You can tell the difference, right? I just have an obsession with not needing a lip liner if I don't want it. I guess that's just my issues. Yeah, this one I like because it shows up more, I think. Even though I really love like the beiginess of Bronze Divinity. It's like, you know how some shades like you like the look of them, but on you they don't come out as like pigmented, but then another shade does. It's like more noticeable. I would prefer this to be more of like a baby pink, like a lighter pink, but it's more of a deeper mauvey kind of, you know, pink, and I guess that's just what works with my lip colour, but I'm wanting it to be more of like a lighter pink, a baby pink. But I've gone on like a gloss, like, I don't know, shopping spree, so I will be including like videos of those. So once again, like tune in to watch those when I upload. Okay, so this is what Bronze Venus looks like, a deeper, slightly mauvey pink shimmer glitter gloss. Up close, like together, you can really tell the difference. See what I mean? Like that one's more of a bronzy beigey shimmer, and then this one's like a deeper, it looks rosy, kind of warm brownish pinkish. So yeah, it's more like if you want a subtler shimmer gloss, then yeah, these are great for that, or a topper. I think these would be really good as a topper. If you want like a really in your face shimmer gloss, then maybe not, but I think maybe if these were like a shimmer matte liquid lipstick in her range, I would have liked it more. But because of the formula, like, and also it still gives like a subtle shimmer look, you know, so when you don't want like over the top shimmers, I think I would reach for these. So I still like it, and I think it's still a good purchase, but I probably wouldn't rebuy, or I would try go in store and like swatch the other shades in this range, the Lush Gloss range, and maybe find one that's more like pigmented and like more one that suits my skin tone a bit better. Overall, I like all the stuff that I've tried. Before I end the video, I'm gonna quickly try to like get this the purple, you know, to really like pop more and put it more up here, like at the top here. So hopefully it will give me a more precise application than my fingers. I swear there's nothing like applying shimmer with your fingertips. That's really what gives like the best application. But yeah, you see now it's becoming more like, you know, noticeable, right? I just don't want to get it messy, but I'm just gonna do the fingertip again then. It's harder to do it when you have like long fingernails, but without, I can really get in there and just apply it exactly where I want. Oof. Oof. That's the sound it makes me make when like I really like something or a colour. Like, I don't know, a fashion item, like a jacket. Like a while back there was like this hot pink trench coat. I think it was like PVC or a leather or something. And you know, just, you know when you see something like, whoa, stunning or like breathtaking? That's the sound I make. Okay. Yeah. Now it's talking, like now I'm liking the look of it. I just need to get one of those, you know, the spongy applicators, I think. And my fingers aren't in use because of press-on nails or nail extensions. But with shimmers, I think lashes are quite, I don't know, necessary, because, you know, they just give it that added oomph and that, and they balance each other out. So yeah, now it's giving my eyes more definition, right? I feel like, anyway. Oh my god, it's like such a pretty colour. I want to eat it. When you like things as well, don't you feel the need to like, I don't know, eat it or something? Maybe like the messy look and work as well. Probably black would be like, you know, stand out more, but I'm just such a brown eyeliner girl, so I'm actually going to try mixing the glosses together and see what happens with the shimmers then. We can mix and match our, you know, makeup products like our powders, and mix different blushes and bronzers together. Like, it's not a no-no, like there's no rule against it. I find myself like having to remind myself of that. Okay, so we've got like a maroony brown with like bluish indigo kind of a, you know, thing. I'm kind of stalling on putting on lashes. I'm not sure if I want to yet, but let me see. Preferably I would just want to have mascara only. I'm going to try mixing these two together. I've got on Bronze Venus from just a moment ago, and now I'm going to go in with Bronze Divinity. But again, I'm like those particular people that I can't stand mixing like different colours. Like, I don't want the tube to get mixed. So I like to apply it on my fingers and then onto my lips. Okay, so now you're getting more of a, you know, sparkle. Like, I can see like shimmers like popping out more now. So maybe that was the thing, like to mix them. You can easily overdo it though, because the product is so, it's so thick, like it's nothing watery or whatever, so like it feels really good quality, like, you know? Almost like you're masking your lips, like putting on a lip mask on while you're wearing a shade actually. I'm going to apply lashes and come back and shade. So you can see the difference with lashes on and without. I think it balances it more. And the lashes I added are brown, so they may not be like as like stand out and dark. Still gives like a subtle drama to the eyes. So yeah, that's why I put on these brown lashes. I think you can't tell unless it's like really up close anyway. Alright, so far I like the products I've tried from Pat McGrath. I liked the palette more, I would say. The formula of these I like, but I just wish they were more like in your face, shiny, glittery, you know? But they smell really good and they feel really good. Okay, so I hope you find the swatches useful. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.